Good morning, friends. It's Miss Amber. Tell them your name.
My name's Sophia.
And then little baby Jackson. And yesterday I read you guys the story, If You Give a Pig a Pancake. And I don't know about you, but it made us hungry for pancakes. And it's really easy to make pancakes at home. You just need a few ingredients. Ingredients are the things that you put into food. So we looked on the internet and found an easy recipe. I'll type it out for you guys for pancakes at home. So the first thing that we need is 1 cup of flour. So this is called a measuring cup, and it's to measure your ingredients. So what color is my measuring cup?
Blue.
It's a blue one. I have a blue one. Ask your mom or dad what color your measuring cup is at home. So I have a bag of flour.
Mommy,
Yeah,
Dad,
we'll talk about it later.
my fingernails are super sharp and they
So
just
this says gold medal
flour.
all-purpose flour. Okay?
I knew you were gonna say
So flour is what we use to make bread and pancakes and different types of cakes. So let's look here. Ooh, what color is that?
white. They're like
White,
snow.
like snow. And it's really, you could touch it, make sure your hands are clean. It's like powdery. It's very powdery and soft, right? So Sophia, you can pour that into our mixing bowl, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna add a little bit of flour, one cup, okay?
It smells good.
And then now I'm reading my recipe card. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar just to make it a little sweet.
Like this much.
1. Okay, count.
2.
2.
2.
2. Yep, that's good. And we have the sugar just like in a jar in our kitchen. So that's where she got that. And we used something called a measuring spoon. So sometimes measuring spoons look like this, and they're different sizes for you to measure your ingredients. So we have our flour and our sugar. They're both white, so you can't really tell. And then this is called baking powder, okay? So parents at home, I was lucky to have this. I typically don't have a lot of baking stuff at home, but I do. I think that pancakes will be okay.
It tastes good, Mom.
Oh, you tasted it?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't taste good. I think you'll be okay if you don't have the baking powder. Flour, sugar, milk, and eggs will work just fine, I'm pretty sure. So this is baking powder. So at home, you can have your preschooler help. I always kind of pre-fill the measuring cups and then have them dump it in. And before we started, yes, you can have some. Before we started, when I was writing the recipe down from the internet, I had Sophia write the recipe too. And of course she said, I don't know how to, I don't want to, but I said, well, just try your best. And she did. She did a good job. It says pancakes, and then it has the ingredients. So you can involve your preschooler like that. They may lose interest pretty quickly, but cooking is always a great time to do counting and just kind of expose them to the idea of measurements. If you don't have things to make pancakes at home during this time, you could make anything. I mean, even a box of mac and cheese, you have to follow a recipe on the back of the box. you need the ingredients. She's also tasting as we go, so I let her do that. So now we're gonna add the baking powder, and the baking powder is 2 teaspoons. So this is a teaspoon, and we need 2 teaspoons of, look at those letters there. I see B, and I see a P, like pancakes, for powder. So here, I need 2 of those, please. So we're gonna do it like this. There you go. 1. That's a little much. 2. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
Got it?
Got it all?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says to mix all of these ingredients. It actually asks for a little bit of salt.
Salt?
It says 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just gonna kind of guess here. Sometimes I just make a best guess when I bake or cook. So all of these ingredients, they're all the same color. They're all white. So now we're gonna mix those ingredients together. This is called a whisk. So if you have one, if you don't have a whisk, you can use a, who knows what this is? Let's see if our friends at home know what this is. This is a
Fork.
A fork. So if you don't have a whisk, you could use a fork to mix those dry ingredients. They're not wet, they're dry. Here you go.
Mix it really good, Mommy.
Okay.
I can do it very fastly, Mom.
Okay, you do it fast. Be careful though. Hey, be careful. It would be sad if we dropped our, this is called pancake batter, what we're making. So then the next thing we need to do is make a little area in the middle of our dry ingredients. And now we need to add 1 egg. How are we gonna get this egg in there?
Crack.
We're gonna crack an egg. So this is kind of messy and it takes a mommy or daddy's help, but you can have your preschooler help you. I gotta keep the little baby happy back there. So the way that Sophia and I crack eggs together is I kind of hold it. She also holds it. And what do we count to?
1, 2, 3.
And then at 3, we both gently tap it on the bowl to crack it. And then I pull it apart in the bowl. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And we did it. And we usually get a little on our hands. So we'll make sure and wash our hands. Look at that. Gooey egg.
Gooey.
Slimy egg. Okay, now look at our egg. It's yellow and it has the clear part. Okay, now before we pour that into our dry mix of flour, we need to beat the egg. So you beat an egg, you can use a little fork and show them how you beat an egg.
Okay.
Okay, and then we go like this.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So you're gonna do it like in a circle motion. You're gonna go circle, 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 and you're gonna, there you go. And then mommy's gonna finish it. And then what happens is it's mixing the orange or yellow part with the clear part.
With the yolk.
Yeah, it's called egg yolk.
Egg yolk.
There it is, okay? And now Sophia's gonna pour this in to, yep, we're gonna pour that in. Good. Shake, shake, shake.
Shake.
And then I've measured 1 cup of this white stuff. What do you think this is at home? Hold on,
It's
milky. We want them to get a chance too. It is. It's milk. Milk. Let's look at the container of milk. There's all sorts of letters, but can you see that word milk? I want you to look at your container at home. Okay, pour it on in. The last thing that we need right now, what I'm doing, because we're almost done, is I'm turning on the stove. So Sophia can't help with that part. Little kids can't help with that part because the stove is really hot and there's fire. So we're going to not let her do that part. Now this recipe calls for oil in here, but I'm not gonna put that much oil. So we're just gonna put, it asks for 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons, and I think that'll be okay. Because no matter how our pancakes turn out, what do we put on top of pancakes at the end?
Syrup.
Syrup. And so if they taste a little funny, it's okay because you're gonna have syrup on them. So we have all of our ingredients. Yeah, Jackson. And Sophia's gonna mix them for a minute. And then I'm gonna help her get it really, really mixed up, okay? You okay? Okay, Mommy's turn now. And then you can do it again one more time. Okay. So we're gonna mix.
Mom, I want to taste some.
And it's kind of lumpy, so I want to try to get those lumps out. And I'm doing it really fast.
Like I do it?
Yeah, okay, do it really fast.
I can do it really fast. I want to taste some.
You can taste, you know what, it has egg in it, so we're not gonna taste it until they're cooked. Okay,
No, I just want to taste the dough.
Here we go.
Mom,
It's not dough, it's called batter, and it has a raw egg in it, so we're gonna not taste it, okay? So, I'm gonna move you right here.
I want to stir it.
Well, it's already stirred and ready to go.
I really wanted to stir it.
You wanna stir it one more time?
Yeah.
So I heated the griddle and I put some oil on it. It says to oil your pan. So you can use a pan like this, or you can use something like this. And I got it nice and hot, so that's why Sophia's way over here. And now we're ready.
Can I taste some?
No. Now we're ready. Are we ready to pour it?
I want to.
Now, what shape?
Okay,
you know what? I said no, and we're gonna pour our pancakes now.
I didn't know what it would taste
I
like.
know. You're gonna taste them as soon as they're done. Remember when you tasted the flour, it didn't taste very good? Okay, so I poured one in it, and it's a circle. I'm just pouring a little bit real slowly. This is the mommy or daddy or grandma's job, okay? Preschoolers can't play with the stove yet. It's too hot.
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
that could be our faces. That.
Oh, you want to make these pancakes and pretend they're our faces?
Yeah.
Okay, let's count how many we put on the griddle.
1, 2,
3, 4. 4 pancakes. And how many of us are there at home right now? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 pancakes and then 1 extra, so we'll make more. And you guys can count how many people are in your household, so you can see how many have the child help you. And if you're not able to count right now, you can count for them and just think out loud for your child if they're not at the stage where they're really talking that much yet. So, can you please leave your little brother alone?
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is a real life lesson since I'm home with my children. I know you guys probably have the same things at home with kids and brothers and sisters. So I'm flipping my pancakes. A trick for pancakes is when they start to bubble, they're ready to flip. So I flipped my pancakes. Let me show you guys. I flipped our pancakes. Let me flip this last one. This last one's not doing too good. And that's okay, because sometimes they don't. Sophia, leave your brother alone for a minute. Finish your video helping your friends learn how to make pancakes. So I'm gonna kind of watch them here for a minute. They're pretty thick, so I want to make sure that they cook all the way through. And just like Sophia, she lost interest, and so that's okay. We know that with our preschoolers, their attention level is really short, so it's okay if your child loses interest. That's okay. It's just the experience and the language and learning new things. You missed that part. I already flipped them.
Oh, shucks!
Okay, there, I flipped it. Okay, friends, so we still have more pancakes, so we're gonna just keep flipping our pancakes, but I hope that you guys can do stuff like this at home and know that it's pretty simple. Like I said, even if it's just a box of easy mac and cheese, you can involve your child in the cooking process, talking about ingredients, counting things, anything like that. So I hope you guys have a great day. And don't forget, if you give a pig a pancake, he might ask for some
Milk.
milk or syrup. Syrup, yeah. Okay, bye friends.